They're not very big, but there sure are a lot of them. Look at this. So I'm up here in this tree, pretty good sized tree. I wonder if I could shake this thing and get some avocados out of here. So these are Haas avocados. As I said, they're not huge. You know, they're smaller, medium size. But look, they're just, I don't know how many there's, maybe, I don't know if there's 1,000, but there's probably like 500 avocados in this tree. And look at that. I don't know, it's terrible lighting, but they're up there covered. And the interesting thing about this tree is that, well, no one really takes care of it. And check this out. These avocado trees are amazing. Ready? Can I do it? Whoa! No one's really taking care of these trees. They're not really fertilizing or anything. But look at this thing. Absolutely stumped. So when somebody says, I'm just stumped, means like they don't know what to say. This avocado, I don't know, maybe it doesn't know what to say either, but it was definitely stumped. And I want to show you what happens. You know, they just keep going. They just cut this thing down. Look, it's all rotted out. Look at it, it's just totally rotted out here. And the cambium just keeps kind of curling over and taking over. Here's one of the cuts they made. Actually, it looks like this cut and this cut were made after it recovered from being stumped. Looks like it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches after it was stumped, and they just took off. I mean, it's got the same, massive root system. Here's one that's sort of almost like store-sized. I think if they were fertilizing and taking care of these trees, they would be bigger. These are going to be just as delicious, though, so I'm taking these things home. Let's see. Does this one beat it in size? Hard to say. No, we're about the same. First one's a little fatter. But why do they stump these trees? Well, they stump these trees because they just get too tall. And they're, too hard to pick. And they come back vigorously. I don't know how, well, you could probably count the rings on this. I don't know. It's hard to say how many rings are there. But it looks to be like 10, 12, 15 years ago it was stumped. And it came roaring back. And they stump them because they get too big. They don't want to have to spend the labor to pick these things way up high. And now you see these things probably need to be stumped again. They're getting too big again. Or you can aggressively prune them constantly and then just keep them low. I mean, you've got all these branches right here that are low. So you just cut off everything that's above and just don't let it grow any higher. That way you can just pick your avocados from ground level. And that takes a little more effort and more persistence. Here's a nice one right here. Look at this one. That's bigger. That's the biggest one yet, right? I think. Yeah. Anyway, I have some friends visiting down here from Utah, and they are avocado addicts. I often mail them avocados. So I'm out here buying palms at some place for the nursery. I figure I might as well pick some avocados. My buddy, he doesn't really care. Well, he doesn't care at all because he doesn't pick the avocados. He wants everybody to eat them as fast as possible. As many as you're willing to take, kind of thing. Might as well take some little guys. Little guys are fun because you can, they're portion sized. So those are really little. Here's a nice one. Medium little guy. Oh, I see another. Whoops. See another one over here. How many avocados can you hold in one hand? There's a good one. You tell which one I'm going to take. Let's give me this one right here. Got it. Woo! And so if you're going to stuff your avocados, you want to paint them white so they don't get sunburned. You're going to want to seal the cuts pretty well. And just know that, these trees, they can go a long time. They can take a lot of abuse, and you can just butcher the heck out of it. And when you stand back and you look at the tree, after it's done that, you think, oh, what a beautiful tree. What you don't know is it's absolutely butchered. And yet it just continues to make fruit, and the lighting is terrible. Have a good day. Look at this beautiful thing. This vigorous, happy, super stoked, luxurious, flowering, and leafing out Haas avocado. Isn't that beautiful? Guess how old that tree is. Much older than you would think. Again, here's a stumped tree that was just recently stumped. It looks like. Actually, it's been stumped. This is the second time it was stumped. Here's the first time. Well, first time it was stumped is in here. And then it got stumped again. And look how nice of a compact little tree it makes. Beautiful, right? And they come roaring back because they have a huge root system. And apparently avocados can withstand some root disturbance because my buddy's digging out this magnolia tree here. So somebody, it's like he destroyed the structure on, if you ask me. But anyway, yeah, here's this giant old tree. This tree is probably, I don't know, 30, 40 years old or something. And they just keep chopping it back and it just keeps roaring along. So don't be afraid, people, if your tree gets too big, just cut the thing like literally all the way down, but it's definitely well above the graft point. If you cut it all the way down to the graft point, you're going to get the lame tree that's under it, not the good top tree. But yeah, then you'll have this gorgeous rejuvenation process happening, and lots of avocados down at more manageable ground level to pick. And okay, I'm going to call that the end of the video. Got to use something pretty to look at in the end here. There you go. So you know how they say that old guys rule? You know how they say that old guys rule? Old guys. Viejo hombres están coronados.
Hombre viejo.
Sí, yeah. Yeah, viejo hombres. Como me. Old guys rule. I'm going to stick with it. They're getting the palm down there for me, getting ready, ship out of here. And I decided to utilize my time and fill up a big giant, ooh, I gotta switch my leg. Ooh. Big giant bucket. Can you take a video with two hands without holding on the tree? Big giant bucket of avocados. Oh yeah. Look at all of this fruit. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Look over there. Just out of reach. Oh, I could almost get it. Oh, no, not quite. Look at all these avocados. So this is such an old tree. It just won't quit. Look at this cluster up here. Can you see that? I need a little zoom without killing myself. If I fall, I want you guys to call 911. All right. I've fallen. I can't get up. Anyway, yeah, so I just decided to utilize my time. These things are not going to get picked. But the chupacabra is going to go get them. He'll go get them. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, amigo.
Okay, vámonos. Vámonos. I got to jump out of this tree.